Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
Tabitha. Helen.
We are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, and she's about to move. Always a little bit leery, because when she's moving from lap to lap, sometimes there are claws involved, and it's hot, so short skirts.
Yeah. Today's landscape day in the neighborhood, so you probably hear all the different noises.
All over the place.
But it is such a spectacular day.
Tabitha's tail.
It is a magical thing. It's like her wand.
It is. Anyway, she's just a very bad wizard.
Well, she's very bad at a lot of things.
And especially a very bad cat. She's very bad at being a cat. Anyway, yeah,
She's raised by humans and dogs, so.
So you might hear the landscaping going on. It's one of those things.
However, we had storms blow through here the day before yesterday, and the weather is now perfect.
It is.
In New Jersey, we get maybe 3 of these during June, July, and August, and it appears to be this weekend. So if you're in New Jersey, come to the beach. It is spectacular.
It's yesterday we went and saw my mom, and we were coming down, and we hit the island at absolutely the perfect time, because as we're driving down, we're watching the sunset, and it was just this gorgeous red ball disappearing into the bay. We have spectacular sunsets.
We
here.
were talking about how we take it. Well, actually, we on the ride up to my mom's. She lives in Montclair, which you get some beautiful views of the New York City skyline, which we grew up with. So we saw it and we're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, look, it's New York.
Right. It's not like it's the Emerald City or anything. But there are people that are up at this one lookout point that we drive through on our way, just enjoying it and in all of it. And we're just like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, we just
take it for granted.
We take certain things for granted. And when we were driving down for the sunset, we're like, okay, we should probably go to the bay more often and watch the sunset, because that was spectacular.
We both follow somebody in Michigan, and she has a house in Pentwater, and in Pentwater, Michigan, they're on a beach and they watch the sunset, and the entire community gets together and claps and cheers as the sun disappears behind the horizon, and it's just a wonderful thing. And we were saying that we should really take more advantage of what we have, and start enjoying things.
Yes,
a little bit more. So yeah, but it's beautiful here right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to enjoy it by spending the day in the dye kitchen. But tomorrow, no, we'll go for a walk later and really take advantage of some of it. All right, so Tabitha is just really into being a part of the podcast today. I apologize.
If we have any vets in the area who would like to examine her ear,
you can see her eyes. It's like, wait till you watch it back. Okay. You really see her eyes.
Tabitha, I was about to call you too.
Heather, this is for you,
right.
Okay?
Hey, come on, gotta move.
Okay. So we have stuff to show you, because we are doing an update today, and today at 5, right?
Yeah.
Today at 5, we are releasing the butterflies and moths that were part of the animal guide box.
It's a professional outfit you're watching here.
Right. So
I would take it out, except I'm pretty sure you guys would
yell
they
at me
want them. For taking
they
it out.
Want her. So we are, last week we sent out the animal guide boxes that include butterflies and moths. You got one of 4 different options. We just randomly picked and chose and stuck them in the boxes. And today we are releasing all 4 of them. However,
in all weights,
we have something special too.
Right.
Because
we're dyeing 2 more.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a 6 color set. It's going to be a mini skein set, as well as you can get all of them in full skeins. But
because we decided we really wanted to release this as a mini skein set,
right?
And then we were looking at the overall colors and decided we needed to add a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and all of a sudden we had 6.
Right. Also, and they will work perfectly. Kay Jones just released a new cowl that calls for 1 full skein and 6 10-gram mini skeins, so this will work perfectly for it.
Right.
But the key is, if you buy it this weekend, you will not know what the last 2 colors are.
Right.
Because they're being dyed now.
Surprise.
So we have put up in the listing the 4 skeins and then the pictures, the inspiration pictures of the 2 moths that we are adding to the collection. So, without further...
We should mention that the mini skein set is 10-gram minis.
Yes,
They are 6 10-gram minis in the set.
So you're getting about 40 yards of mini skein.
So 240 overall.
Yeah. And if you get full skeins, we're offering them in all weights.
Right.
Sock toed, 100% toed, DK, and sweater.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, without further ado.
Okay.
All right.
Which would you like
Just
to start?
grab, I think.
Okay. We will grab randomly.
This is the one and only butterfly in the mix. As we were going through and finding the pictures, we kept we're like, oh, let's do this one. Let's do this one. And they were all moths.
It was surprising to me that the prettiest ones are the moths, not the butterflies.
The ones that we saw, yeah.
Right, the butterflies are kind of brown and drab,
Well,
or I mean, you've got the monarchs, or you've got the yellow swallowtails.
I think the problem is that the butterflies, we would find one and we'd be like, oh, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Oh, that's Kiss the Girls.
Right.
Or we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. That's Dinglehopper. You know, so that we've already done those colors together, and the moths were the ones that we hadn't really done.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Anyway.
This is the Rainbow Glasswing Butterfly. And this is aqua and purple and pink. It's just...
as well. Then we have...
Okay, this is...
the Bizarre Looper Moth.
I think this may be one of my favorite skeins of yarn that we have dyed. I love this one.
I hope the color is coming out. It's a light sea foamy blue with brown. That's pretty good, I think.
It's
right?
so pretty.
It's just very delicate.
Yeah. All of these came out very delicate.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of delicate, but
yeah, no, it's a delicate. Okay, so this is the Geometrid moth. And the Geometrid moth is actually a type of moth. However,
with many different species.
With several different subspecies of it, one of which is the Bizarre Looper moth.
Oh, okay.
But this the example that they had for the Geometrid moth was so pretty that we had to do this. So this is like a goldeny brown with blues. Oh, it's just so pretty. And then the last is...
They call this one the Elvis of the moth world.
This is the Rosie maple moth. Because it likes to eat maple leaves.
It is bright yellow with pinks. Oh, we toned down the yellow a little bit. But...
so pretty.
Yeah.
So all 3 of these together, these are the 4 that were released already.
So if you didn't get your box, you just don't, the surprise will be you don't know which of the 4 you got.
So if you already purchased one of these, it will be one of these 4. So there you go. Those are those. Okay, so then 2 more are being added today, and you'll see all 6 of them in the mini skein set when we take the pictures and add them. But you can buy them now.
Right.
It's going to be a surprise.
And if you wanted to add all of them to the collection, then you can do it.
You can do that, right. Thank you to everybody who put up that they got theirs and they're so excited about them, because it's always nice to know that you love them.
Right, yeah.
And then our next animal guide box will be released on August 1st. And we have already picked the animal guide animal and started sourcing all the extra little materials, and this time we have doubled the number, so we're going to have 40 available, not just 20.
Right.
So that hopefully everybody who wants one will be able to get one.
Yeah.
So we shall see about that.
The full box.
Right. And then also, as always, the yarn will be available.
And there'll only be one skein of yarn this time around.
Right.
So.
Okay.
So next up, we showed you a while ago, Darcy crocheted a sample shawl for us. It's the Renata shawl. And we are finally releasing the kits for it. This is the Renata shawl.
And I believe it's Expression Fiber Arts who is the...
Yeah, I'll put her name in.
Right.
It is this lovely long rectangular shawl.
So for all you crocheters out
Right.
there.
So it takes 2 skeins of Spectre, 1 skein of Snow Queen, and 1 skein of Chesapeake Bay. And it's just, we're calling it the Stormy Seas.
Yeah.
shawl.
Oh, it's so pretty. I love this stitch. That is a very, very pretty
Yeah.
stitch.
Yeah, it's
Really
like a
pretty.
flower.
Yeah. And can I tell you, the way this crochets up
Yeah.
with the blues and the greens and everything, that is just
Yeah,
really,
Chesapeake
really
Bay.
beautiful.
That's the Snow Queen.
The
Actually,
Snow Queen,
all 3 of them
the
are,
Snow
but-
Queen is gorgeous. So
So-
thank you again, Darcy, for doing
It's
this.
a beautiful, beautiful sample for the shop. So this kit has been added.
And is now available.
Right, so if you just search Renata in the
4
shop.
skeins. Yeah, and it's ready to go.
And it's a very versatile shape of shawl.
Yeah, it really is, because we had seen somebody who had made a slip dress, and we were saying that this shawl would be so perfect with a slip dress down here, because last night as we were driving down it was a little bit cooler, and you know, you're wearing the slip dress and then you've got this thrown over your
Right.
shoulders just a little bit to protect your shoulders a bit, especially if you've been in the sun all day, because you get a little bit sunburned.
Yeah. And if you go into air conditioning for dinner or whatever, you can just throw it on.
Right.
Because you're dressed for the outside, not. the
But
air
it's
conditioning,
absolutely
so-
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 skeins, crochet shawl.
Right. And if you don't like the blues and grays, then you just need 2 skeins of one, and then 1 skein of each of the others.
Right.
So 3 colors.
2
2
skeins of one.
So.
Okay. All right. So then I think the only thing else we have to talk about is we started watching a show called Growing Floret on Discovery Plus. It's one of the ones that's coming from the Magnolia Network. And I don't know if we mentioned this on Monday. We couldn't remember if we had mentioned it, but we finished it.
Right.
And it's only 4 episodes.
Which is annoying.
Because it was so good. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. One of the things we love about watching the shows that the Magnolia Network is putting together is the way they shoot these shows. They're presenting people, ordinary people, but the way they shoot it, it's just so beautiful. And
It's quiet, but it's not boring.
right, it's very peaceful.
Because it's very peaceful, but it's not like so peaceful you're falling asleep or anything like that. It's I don't know how to explain it, because it's peaceful yet it keeps you entertained.
Right. Because what was the other one that we watched? The Lost Kitchen.
There was a Lost
Really
Kitchen.
liked the Lost Kitchen.
There was Zoe Bakes, but they only had 1 episode of that one.
Right.
And it's just there's nothing frenetic about it. There's no
Right.
drama
Yeah.
other than real life.
So there's not like crescendoing music and stuff,
Right.
which is really, really fun in certain instances. But there are times where you
Right.
just want to. It's like, this is the chill part.
But it also it adds to the realness of the whole thing. You know, there's no, when crap happens in your life, you don't have a musical score
The
crescendoing to let you know that
hey,
it's about to hit the fan.
Right.
But it's just nice, and they're nice people, and they're trying to do good things in the world.
Right.
Not just run a business. They're also trying to be good people about it.
we were
Yeah.
we were absolutely entranced watching all 4 episodes, and we got so much information and so many great ideas for our business
Right.
just from watching the way she does her business. So that we learned so much from it, and we're not flower growers.
Right.
The
Yeah.
first thing we learned was that she actually is not a cut flower farm, which is what I thought she was. She seeds.
Yeah,
And for anybody
grows
who's a
seeds.
gardener
Yeah.
knows, I think, floret. But it was really, really,
Yeah.
really well done and so interesting, and the people are so interesting. Yeah. So if you get Magnolia Network or Discovery Plus and you're interested at all in that kind of thing, growing floret, I can't recommend it highly
Oh, and
enough.
we got a course
Yeah.
by being part of Discovery Plus that we're going to watch. So stay tuned for my cutting garden.
Yeah, because now the Alice Garden didn't work. So now we're going to a cutting garden. We have inspiration now. And oh my God, her flowers are beautiful. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have ideas swirling in our minds as to how we can take what she's doing and turn it into working with our stuff as
Right.
well. Yeah, it was very, very good. Okay, I think that's it, right?
I think so.
Because we have to get going.
Right.
It's a dye day, which is why we are wearing dye
yes.
clothes. And we are off.
Right.
We're going to be dyeing 2 new colors. 3 new colors, because the Mystery Sock skeins are getting ready to be hit the pots. So we're doing those.
There are 4 left.
Filling orders for people.
If you want a mystery sock set.
Enjoy this weather.
Yes.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Go forth and create outside where it's beautiful.
And we will see you on Monday.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.